on, Gemini? How are you doing? I hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for July 2022. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding July 2022. So before we begin this reading, Gemini, if this general reading resonates with you, definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That would be greatly appreciated over here as well. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram. The link to my Instagram account will be linked in the description box underneath this video. That would also be greatly appreciated. Cheers to you if I see you over there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump in and see what it is that would like to come through for you, Gemini, for July 2022. Whoa. Okay. Past person could be coming back. You have the Six of Cups. Let's see. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and lay out the cards and see what we got going on here for you. Sorry if you hear like kids playing. They're gonna do their thing. All right, let's go ahead and see. Wow. All right, here. Gemini here. I see you claiming your stake with your destiny, with being who you really are, and it seems to be very powerful. Something coming through right off the bat, Gemini, is that as you move to be more your true authentic self, your life is going to explode with synchronicity, basically. But right now, a lot of you are letting the idea of competition or comparing yourself to other people, you're actually letting that hold you back from living your best life. Whereas if you were to simply put the blinders on, focused on you, you would develop such an energy that people would feel it off of you. For example, one of my favorite artists, rappers of all time, name is MF Doom. He simply does not listen. I watched it in an interview. He doesn't listen to any other rappers. He's like, I don't listen to anyone. And because of that, it comes off authentic. So we're going to have to see what this is about, Gemini. But your opportunity is the Queen of Wands here, Gemini. If you happen to be a male Gemini, you could have a Queen of Wands, that a very enthusiastic, very powerful woman, fire sign that you could be connecting to in love or something like that. You could have a mentor or something like that. If you happen to be a more feminine Gemini, I really see you owning your power here. Okay, the Queen of Wands is someone who, she harnesses the fire. The fire is about the spiritual connection, excitement, authenticity, passion, joy, compassion even. But the Queen of Wands in your opportunity is to just own your power. A lot of you are juxtaposing or comparing yourself to other people, and it may not even seem like a big deal to you, but I'm literally telling you it's putting like holes in your aura. I'm literally telling you here. There could be people that see your power. I'm picking up on this, Gemini. People around you that see your true power that don't want to see you go up. And you're literally going to have to cut this out. I don't know what this is about, but your challenge here, Gemini, is the Hermit. So this is deep contemplation thinking. Your challenge may be to remove yourself from a situation. Some of you may be working in an environment that does not suit you for your highest destiny. This is coming through very strongly, especially for the female Geminis out there, or the more feminine ones. Gemini, like, there's this frequency coming through where if you're working somewhere where you don't really like, so that you can get somewhere else, you need to go work somewhere else so that you can get to your end goal. It sounds really weird, but there's an environment that doesn't serve you. In your overall general energy here, Gemini, okay, I don't care if you're a soul, anyway. You have the Five of Wands, you have the Death card, and you also have the Three of Pentacles here in your overall general energy. Once again, I see like a death to any sort of competition. I see, because the Five of Wands it's coming through as like people around you that you may be like bickering or with. I see an end comes to that, and you decide to improve your peer group. Very strongly coming through, Gemini, is that if you have people around you that are not lifting you up, then you're going to have to find people that will lift you up. You know, they say we are the average of the 5 people that we hang around with most. Our subconscious minds literally link up together, especially if you're a more awake and more spiritual person. You will literally take on all of their beliefs, even if you don't want to. So what's coming through is a shift in your peer group, okay? This could have to do with career. It also could have to do with if you're single and you want to manifest love, finding people that will help you manifest a higher quality partner or something like that. The Five of Wands to the Three of Pentacles, Gemini, is literally a change in your peer group, manifesting people. The challenge, though, here is that the Hermit is here. And so while you make this transition, whether this be transitioning into a career that better suits you, to get to your ultimate goal or whatever, some of you are not going to want to do the first thing that disconnects you. Okay, I'll be honest with you. After working with literally hundreds or even 1,000 clients at this point with tarot, the number one thing is that people are basically not willing to remove themselves, like let go to let in. Okay, like you need to clear the space or else nothing is going to come into your life, basically is what I'm seeing, Gemini. And we're going to have to clarify, but in what you don't see coming here, I actually hurt my rib, and sometimes when I'm getting like wild up, I literally like I can't even like. So if I become more calm, just understand. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the the King of Swords, and also the Knight of Swords here in what you don't see coming. Okay, very strongly I see, no matter whether you are more masculine or feminine, you taking hold of your destiny here and realizing that if I want to line up with good luck, if I want to bring more fortuitous opportunities into my life, I'm going to have to be very strong, okay, and be like the King of Swords and also the Knight of Swords. The frequency of this is knowing what you want, having discipline to go get it, maybe discipline to disconnect from certain people, owning your power, but then you also have to combine it with the Knight, which is more immature. Okay, so that you may have to take more of an immature action where the Knight of Swords really doesn't care what people think about them. Okay, it really does not. And it's just, you're just going to go for it either way. But it's something that you're going to have to intuitively know you're going to have to do. Some of you as well may be connecting with a fellow air sign. Some of you could be manifesting a mentor because in your overall general energy, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is apprenticeship, working on a new skill. And some of you are going to be connecting with people, even if it's just online at first, that will help you accomplish whatever it is that you're going to accomplish. Now, you're going through a very big spiritual change, okay? You have the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death card. Major arcana, big life changes, spiritual changes. But to top it off, Gemini, in your advice from your spirit guides here, you have the High Priestess, the Temperance card, and the Star, okay? And whenever you have 3 major arcanas in a 3-card slot spread from your spirit guides here, you have to be aware that major spiritual changes are occurring at this time. So if your life feels like it's falling apart, okay, for some of you, I'm getting calls you out and freaks you out. It's happening for a reason. The Death card is your overall general energy. Your challenge is the Hermit, so you need to let this fall apart. I don't know what it is, Gemini, but the High Priestess, intuition, the Temperance card, balancing emotions, and also the Star, you're going to have to go through a healing journey that's very intuitive. It may be very scary. I'm getting that some of you may be feeling like, look, your old identity is slipping away, but your opportunity is the Queen of Wands here, and that's to be like a little bit of a diva. You see how the black cat is on this card, Gemini? The black cat symbolizes like owning your shadow, like not suppressing your shadow. So like if you're working with someone and you really don't like them, or whoever this is, don't just don't just put on a fake mask and tell yourself you like them. Own it. Okay? And because that's the only place that you can produce change from. Now, Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and clarify why. First of all, why is this this hermit here in your challenge? Okay, so some of you may be really trying to get a download intuitively. Gemini, I would say, make sure you take out time for yourself. It's called proactive recovery. Proactive recovery. So, like, don't do things halfway. Like, don't just sit in bed and, like, scroll on Instagram and, like, do a half-ass recovery, because you're not going to get the downloads about what you need to do with your life if you do that. So it's like, if you're going to work, fully work. If you're going to enjoy yourself, fully enjoy yourself. Like don't be halfway, right? Because one of my favorite Stoic quotes is that he who is everywhere is nowhere. Ooh, this is so deep, Gemini. Holy shit. He who is a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. Let that sink in. Wow. All right, well, why is the hermit here? Why is the hermit here in your challenge? 2 more, hold on. Some of you may be a workaholic a little bit, and you're like, well, if I disconnect, that means I'm not going to be working. No, the hardest work that you do is the work that you do on yourself. Okay? It's not that hard to go make $1 million. Okay? You can be a monkey and create a business. If you just put one foot in front of the other, it's not that hard. The hard thing is readjusting, changing. Where do I want to go in life? Who am I really? What is my authentic destiny? What is that going to look like? And then taking the necessary steps to look bad in front of other people, to look bad to yourself, but who cares? Yes. Okay. 2 more. Why is the hermit card here? The Hermit card here is clarified by the King of Pentacles. Okay, you could have a boss at work that's very upset with you. You could have a partner that's very upset with you. The 7 of Wands. Okay, you're going to have to defend yourself against someone who's telling you the money's not there, and also the Tower. Okay, and also the Tower in your challenge here, Gemini. So, yeah, you have an idea of like what your life should look like. You have an idea of what good and bad is. There's also going to be someone who's upset with you. Some of you, this is going to be your partner. Others of you, this is going to be a boss at work, or this is going to be a self-proclaimed King of Pentacles who has preconceived notions that were set very long ago about what is the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do in life, that they're actually just bullshitting. But the 7 of Wands, King of Pentacles, Tower to the Hermit in your challenge. Yeah, some of you are just going to be like, I'm not making money, like doing this whole spiritual work and becoming my most authentic self. Like you just have a contradiction in what is actually work and what's not work. Okay, like being a workaholic and like doing the thing that you know how to do to make money or to like support yourself. It's like, that's not the most difficult thing to do. It's like the most difficult thing to do is like to really ask yourself the deeper questions, and that's what you're going to be doing here, because it has to do with expanding your confidence, expanding your role in life. Now, let's also go ahead, Gemini, and clarify why this Death card is here in your overall general energy. Okay, major ending. Why is the Death card here in your overall general energy? The Death card is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and also the Strength card. I mean, yeah, Gemini, like the 3 of Pentacles, once again, is right next to it in your overall general energy. So a lot of you are going to be, once again, like disconnecting from something that's going to make you feel like really an outsider, the Five of Pentacles here, but you have the strength to do it. So whatever's falling apart here, Gemini, the Strength card is all about taming down the ego and merging with your higher self. Right now, clearly, with this advice from Spirit, your higher self is calling you into a new direction of healing, changing your identity so that you can reemerge in the world with a different role. What you have to realize is that you're taking your role too seriously. I don't care who you are, Gemini, that's what you're doing. You're mistaking the fact that you are an infinite spiritual being who is capable of incarnating anywhere, having any job, any role in life, and you're attached to what these people think about you, your partner, you're attached to this role, over-identification, and I'm not saying it's easy, right? Like everyone has an identity. I'm not saying I'm above this, by the way, but I'm just letting you know what's in your energy, and you have to realize that you can be anything you want to be. Don't let people tell you what you can or can't be, okay? Please. Now, let's also go ahead and clarify, Gemini, a few more. Let's go ahead and clarify why this Wheel of Fortune is here and what you don't see coming. Okay, this is good luck. Like, they say that opportunity strikes when something like, it's like if you've been doing the work, opportunities will present itself. It's like the harder you work, the more lucky I seem to be. Like, the harder I work, the more lucky I seem to be. But are you doing the right work, or are you doing the work that you're thinking you should be doing? So this is very complicated. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in what you don't see coming? I just see a decision. There may be conflict. There may be conflict here, because you may have to tell someone to basically fuck off, is what I'm getting. Fuck off, like, I don't know, like workers or something. Like, yeah, Knight of Cups. You're going to have to romanticize this a little bit. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and also the Six of Pentacles here. Okay, so yeah, your destiny is to be working somewhere else. It's like expanding what you're doing. I'm not even saying that the skills that you've crafted are not going to apply, because they always will. But your destiny here is something in the physical world. You're meant to be somewhere else than you are. And the Two of Wands, you have either an option to stay where you are. Okay, you have a more secure option behind you. You don't have to leave. Okay, this is one of those situations, I don't really know if the universe is going to force you out. It's more something that has to be a choice. But you also have this riskier option, quote unquote, what society will tell you, to follow your destiny, to claim your more authentic self, and to do what your top 5% in the world is. Don't you realize that every single one of you watching this are unique? You are top 5% in the world at something. The problem is that we don't give ourselves enough room to experiment. We don't give ourselves enough room to figure out what that is because of what we think of ourselves. But what we think of ourselves is internalized of what people told us to think about ourselves. Bah! Okay, I'm going to conclude this reading, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed it. This is the Autistic Mystic. Good luck.